Peace, what it is. I was listening to Bobby Hemmitt lecture, and he said his birthday. So, I looked up his birth chart, and I don't have his time, so I don't know exactly his degree of his moon, nor do I know ascendant, because you have to know the time to get that information. But you know what I'm saying. You can still get a lot just with the birthday and with the birth chart. A lot of people know they sun sign as their astrology sign. You know, but you don't know the rest. So, just want to give you an example of how the rest plays out. You know what I'm saying? And how, you can look at Bobby Hemmitt and see what I'm talking about. So, he is Sagittarius. He was born in 61. So, he is Sag. November 28th, if you want to go look it up. 1961. Now, he is Sag. Now, 6 degrees. Now, Moon Leo, Mercury, Scorpio, Venus, Scorpio, Mars, Sag, Jupiter, Aquarius, Saturn, Cap, and then his three outer planets, Virgo, Scorpio, Virgo. Now, I did another video where I got my chart on there and I show the signs inside the signs. Since I discovered that for myself, I utilize that in all my interpretations now, and it hasn't failed me yet. And I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, so he's 6 degrees Sag, so that would be the Aquarius degree of Sagittarius. All right, now go watch the videos. You understand what I mean? I'm not gonna explain that, but peep it. He's a Sagittarius. Sagittarius like to express themselves, right? He expressed himself to the group, to his Aquarius rules social groups, uh, you know, friends and all that, right? That's what he did. He spoke to the conscious community, right? Sagittarius expressing knowledge, because that's what Sag, higher knowledge. In Aquarius, the Aquarius degree of Sag, which is the 6th degree. All right, every 2.5 degrees within a sign is ruled by a different sign within that sign. I explained it well on my video. I think so. But anyway, so Moon, I don't know his exact time, so I don't know the exact degree, but it's between these two. And Leo moons are, just like a Leo, some are reserved. Some like to sit down and chill. Some like to be the center of attention. Bobby Hemmitt is the kind that likes to, I ain't gonna say be the center of attention, but he's the expressive type. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. So depending on that degree, who knows? But whatever. I can find that out later once I find his time. So anyway, Mercury, 26 degrees Scorpio, right? That's the Virgo degree of Scorpio. Well, Mercury rules Virgo, so Mercury is strong in Scorpio, being that it rules an earth sign, it's in water, blah blah blah. So Bobby Hemming was real technical about his shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he argue with your ass Virgo type about the esoterics, because that's where his mind always was, and the hidden, you know what I'm saying, the hidden meanings behind things. What he always taught about, right? And he always had scholarship to what he was saying. He tell your ass, we can argue. Anybody want to challenge me, right? All right. So you see what I'm saying? That's the Scorpio. That's the Virgo degree of Scorpio. You understand what I'm saying? The technical, argumentative degree in a sense. And with him being a Sag, they always think they know what the fuck they talking about. You see? So go down to Venus, 22 degrees Scorpio, which you see those two are close, right? So that's conjunct in astrology for those who don't know. But so you can tell he came in. Y'all forgive my handwriting too. Fuck y'all. He came in, with deliberately to teach about the occult. You know what I mean? Because with these degrees in Scorpio, his mind's in Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? And then with these in Virgo. But anyway, so 22 degrees Scorpio. That's the Cancer degree of Scorpio, right? So he was always big on the feminine aspects of things. You know what I'm saying? The great mother. That's Cancer degree of Scorpio, because we're still talking about the occult. But what about the occult? What about Scorpio? What makes this Scorpio different from that Scorpio? It's the degrees, because we always talking about angles. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Venus, what he liked. He would talk about sex in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Cancer's freaky. So his Mars 10 degrees Sag, right? That's the Aries degree of Sagittarius. You should know, if you know astrology well, the deacons are ruled by planets. So you'll know that the 10 degrees Sag is ruled by Mars. Because it's Aries. So um, he started something new. Like, didn't nobody teach like him. You understand what I'm saying? Because Sag is, of course, expression of knowledge, and Aries a different type of a way. He used himself as the teaching tool. He experimented with his life. We really, I hope people really respect what the man did. You know what I'm saying? Because he literally experimented with his life for his people. You know what I'm saying? And for himself too, but he took chances that people wasn't back then, and because of him, now we have some great metaphysicians out here and occultists out here. So you know what I'm saying? Peace to the brother for sure. So anyway, Jupiter three degrees Aquarius. Well, Jupiter in Aquarius, that's off top because my Jupiter's in Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? That's expansion and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be smart. 3 degrees be the Pisces degree. That's self belief, and Jupiter rules Pisces. So that's kind of a good degree for Jupiter, as you can tell with him. And as I said, since he utilized himself in his teachings, he had to have some self belief. He had to have some faith. You understand what I'm saying? In his knowledge, and he displayed that. Now Saturn, 26 degrees Cap, is the Scorpio. Hold on. Okay, I know it's another 26 degrees, which is trine with Mercury, which makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Saturn is your understanding. His understanding went well with his thinking, you see? And that's how he was able to break very, very, very complex mythologies down to simplistic terms. You see what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at in the Scorpio degree of Cap. So, the occult. You see what I'm saying? And Saturn is exalted and rules Capricorn. So he's going to be good at the occult aspect of it. That's what he came to teach anyway. You see the divinity in your birth chart once you start to study yourself. Because you see how everything points to one or two things for you to do, and you'll end up loving it anyway. So you're like, oh, thank God type shit. So his Uranus is 0 degrees Virgo. Uranus is, that's your pineal. That's your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Virgo, like 0 degrees, that's like straight knowledge. Virgo is the great mother. Virgo is the smartest sign, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So he came in straight with knowledge of the great mother. Here we are. What I just say earlier. So bam, Neptune, 11 degrees Scorpio. Once again, we in Scorpio. All right. So and that's the Pisces degree of Scorpio. So once again, self belief. Neptune rules Pisces. See, when the greats, they charts always line. Well, everybody's charts line up to what they do. But when you look at people like in the public eye, you can just see it. It's like, oh, well, there it is. Pluto, 10 degrees Virgo. Once again, Capricorn degree. Pluto is good in Capricorn. Pluto rules Scorpio. You see what I'm saying? Pluto is your oversoul, your main goal here, your big, your God. This is generational. For people or whatever. So this kind of is more. I ain't gonna say more, but a lot of this is reflected in the houses. So that depends on the time. A lot of the Pluto energy is what I'm saying. But anyway, 10 degrees Virgo. That's the Capricorn degree. You know what I'm saying? He came to set up a new platform of thought, and that's what he did. And he did it technically with scholarship. You see, Virgo, forgive my V and R, they always look alike. My V and R always look. I never could write English, and now I know why. Because that ain't my goddamn language. Black power, I'm African, African. But anyway, so astrology, man, it's beautiful. Peace.